Okay, I'm back. It's been about, I don't know, 8 or 10 hours. And you can see that the henna has changed color. It's a little bit darker now. Consistency is still thicker than I want, so we need to add our tea tree oil now. And as I said, I usually am pretty heavy-handed on the tea tree oil. I don't usually use a spoon to measure. I'll just put this here so you can see it flowing as I do it. I usually use, like a teaspoon, maybe 2, and then I will, up that if necessary. But again, like the other fluids, you do a little at a time so that you don't overdo it. It's easier to add more, you can't take any out. So, and keep in mind, after you put the tea tree oil in and let it sit for another few minutes, and I mean maybe half an hour max, it's going to break down some of the cellulose level of the tissue of the leaf and make it smoother too, just from sitting there over time. This is about right though, because you see, this is spreading like frosting on a cake right now, real smooth, not too thin, not too heavy, not chunky and lumpy and things like that. So it would go through your applicator pretty easily. And the fact that I put things in a Ziploc bag after they've sat and this is ready to go. There's 2 reasons for putting it in the Ziploc bag. One, you can clip the corner and use this like a carrot bag to put your henna into these bottles. So you can fill these bottles, and then from this larger bottle easily fill multiple small bottles or multiple cones. So I put it in there for that reason. The second reason is it helps you to know when your henna is perfect and situated in readiness for making the perfect henna tattoo, and I'll explain that in a minute. Once we get the henna into the bag, and you want to get as much of this stuff out of this container as you can, because you don't want to waste your henna. And you're going to be transferring it a couple of times. You're going to lose some to the bag, some to the dish, some to the jack bottle. So every bit of henna that you make is actually shrunken down by about 1/3 of what you actually made that's left someplace in a container and never makes it to a henna tattoo. So let's just say we've got the bag done. I would have cleaned that up more if I was doing this for my own purposes. We've got the henna in here. And if I was going to put this in the bottle, I'd clip the corner, roll that up, and squeeze it into the bottle like so. But right now, I'm not ready to do any kind of henna tattoo or fill the bottle. So what's important to note is if I was to put this on a piece of white paper, paper towel even, something like that, a napkin, or even just a piece of white paper, and I rest this bag on the paper, when I come back after about 40 minutes, if this is ready to make a perfect tattoo, when I lift this bag from this white paper, it will leave a slight orange impression where the bag sat. Even through this plastic, it's porous on some level. And that henna stain is so prolific, it'll make it through the bag to the paper. When you see orange on your paper, you can be certain that this henna will make a really nice burgundy tattoo on your skin. So another test is, and I'll show you that right now, is take a small amount of the henna on your finger, and let's put it on the bottom of the hand because that's the place that stains the fastest. Go ahead and close this. And all we have to do is leave that henna on there for a few minutes, seconds actually, and when I wipe it away, if there's an orange mark where it was, we know the henna's ready. And you're going to see that there's already an orange mark left underneath that henna. So that henna's ready to go. It'll make an even darker stain if I let this sit another 45 minutes or so. And you should have perfect henna, so if you mimic it to the best of your ability, you can hope to have a tattoo like the one I'll show you tomorrow. Have a good evening, and by the way, it's New Year's here, so Happy New Year's, and great 2009.